Friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar, and we're going to do reading your comments on Nightwish Sleeping Sun, okay, the live performance. Now, you know, again, I have a lot to learn about Nightwish. You guys know I'm starting this deep dive, not just on YouTube, but on my Patreon. I'm going through learn the set list in 48 hours. That's going to be on my Patreon, other content as well. We posted part 1 to that on Friday, but when I started Nightwish, I knew that the bare minimum I knew is that they had different singers. I thought, okay, let's go to the beginning and start with the first singer, and then let's go to the next singer, and let's start with the third singer. So the first one I did with Floor was Sleeping Sun. I didn't know any better. I know a lot of the fans are like, why would you start with that song? Like, that's not, it was what it was. You know, we've gone on to Romanticide, we've gone on to Ghost Love Score and all that other stuff. But there's a lot of comments on this video, so I wanted to acknowledge the comments and read them and talk about them a little bit. Anna Gook, 1 day ago, she sang the song after her successful breast cancer, oh my God, operation in October 2022, which made her very emotional. Oh, I think she's giving me a link to, I think there's a link to a new song. I felt so sorry for her and I couldn't help tearing myself up, but me and many others are so happy for her that she's clean and okay now. On top of that, a new baby on the way. She's got to be a superwoman. Yeah, I'm very glad to hear that. Thank you, Anna Gook. 124 Spider, 2 days ago, edited. Something that you should know about Floor Jansen. She started singing in a symphonic metal band at just 16 years old. Wow. After Forever, from 1995 to 2009. Then she created a new progressive metal band, Revamp. I kind of vaguely recall hearing that name. 2009 to 2016. In 2018, she released a personal hard rock project, Northward. Just so you guys know, I have subscribed to Floor's channel, and I will be reacting to some of that content, but I'm putting it on my Patreon. So I reacted to her version of live performance of Shallow, as we know from When a Star is Born. And I posted that last week on Patreon. In 2012, she was invited by Nightwish to finish the world tour after the band's second female singer, Annette Olson, left. Did Annette Olson leave, or was she let go? In 2013, she became Nightwish's full-time lead vocalist. She is a singing teacher. She sings in Dutch, German, English, Spanish, Finnish, Swedish, Italian, and Latin. She sings heavy metal, thrash metal, pop, rock, symphonic metal, aria, and opera. She even sang rap. The best singer today in the whole world. She is very good. And you know, when someone is that good at speaking languages, you know, I'm North American, Canadian, English, with a fairly good working knowledge of Quebecois French. It's just amazing to me when people can speak so many different languages. And I commented on another video that it seems like a lot of the European people, Scandinavian people, German people, Dutch people, it's almost like they can speak English better than we can over here in North America. They're so good at it. So maybe it's making me feel a little inadequate. I don't know. Great post, 124 Spider. Thank you so much. GRYL, her voice is just magic. I totally agree. K-Maj, yay, more Nightwish, please. Every song is different and they will surprise you. This is such a beautiful song. It was a great song. C10F, I'm with you. No tats on me. I don't know, was it this song I made the comment? Because, like, I got nothing against tattoos. I mean, you know, I just don't have them. I could probably do a video on why I don't, why I think I don't, but her tattoos in that video were really amazing. And I don't have tattoos. And I said, am I the only adult in the world now that doesn't have tattoos? And people are like, nah, dude, I don't have any too. And everything was kind of cool. So Seton F, you're with me on that, right? But so we have SJC9121, again, public subscriber. Thank you so much. Nightwish live at Wacken Open Air 2013, epic concert. I will be doing each and every one of the songs from that concert. I did Ghost Love Score and I believe Romanticide. And he left me a really great post with a lot of great suggestions. Thank you so much. And the set list. SJC, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. You comment, you watch and you comment, and that means a lot to me. So here you go. Okay. Vidar Har. Okay. The sound is very The sound is very compressed in your video compared to the original. I can barely hear the bass as well in the original. So what we're talking about here, Vidar, is my screen capture technology here. It's really weird because on my end it sounds fine. I'll have other people say, hey, how does it sound for you? And they're like, fine. Maybe it depends on what you're using, what you're watching. Once in a while, people will say that to me, but not too often. So if you guys find that it's an ongoing issue, like let me know and we'll look at the settings. But anyway, I do appreciate you letting me know. Megadog 555 Nightwish High Hopes Live 2 solos. Okay, cool. RBR. I like the alien logo there. Tattoos are kind of a requirement if you're in a metal band. I don't have any, but I also don't have any hair. Okay. Danielle Israel. Okay, so this is in French. Armée Nightwish de France au rapport. Okay, they got Nightwish Army in France. Très bonne réaction, mon ami, et excellente analyse. Si vous voulez entendre plus de guitare, je conseille quelque chose de plus lourd. Écoutez Romanticide. Okay, so, and I think that was the one I did after this. And we did a video on it, and I actually did a little bit on my guitar. I figured it out very quickly. It was tuned down a whole step. And great song, great guitar solo on it too. Et par la même occasion, vous ferez connaître avec la voix du bassiste Marco. Great singer. Faites une écoute, vous ne le regretterez pas, je vous l'assure. Bonne écoute, portez-vous bien, à bientôt. Okay, Nimwe. If you want to see more of Empu the guitar player, check out the tribute to Pink Floyd's High Hopes from 2005. I have heard that many times. Thank you, Nimwe. I will definitely look into that. Frank Peter Mishnik. How is that blurred there? What is that? I have no idea what this is. Well-known singer before Nightwish. In 97, when she was 16, she became a background singer with the okay, he's talking about Floor. Background singer with the death metal band After Forever. When they released their first record in 2000, Death became the symphonic and Floor became the main singer. She is also involved in songwriting. On the first record, she had no singing lessons. Really? Oh my God. After Forever energized me at Prague Power USA, October. Okay, cool. Thank you, Frank. Frank Peter. Mary Hammond. A great song to hear more from the guitarist Empu is Romanticide, which we did. We checked it out. It also showcases a bit of the vocal capabilities of Marco. He is a great singer. Not with the band anymore, I know that. Much more to learn about the band. The bassist, like Floor, his voice is classically trained. From the same concert as the song you reacted to with their first lead singer, Tarja. While she is changing, the band does a tribute of Pink Floyd's, she mentions High Hopes again. Marco's vocals are stunning, and Empu does some wonderful shredding. Awesome. I'm looking forward to checking that out. Finally, they also have a band member named Troy who is a multi-instrumentalist. So when I did my part 1 of my deep dive, Learn the Setlist in 40 Hours, part 1, I didn't know who Troy was. He came out, was at the Denver show and said, hey, we have a situation. I'm like, who is that guy? He has an English accent. Is he a manager or something? But then I found out that was Troy. See, I'm learning as we go here, folks. He plays the Uilleann pipes, which is kind of like the bagpipes, I believe. Various whistles, bouzouki, guitar. So he's a generalist. He can play a whole bunch of instruments. For a bit of Celtic flavor with him, my Walden. He begins a song in Welsh. Floor, Marco, and Troy do the vocals. This one will take you to your happy place. Amazing. Thank you, Mary. Hannah de Gerland. Okay. Floor with a heart. Okay, that's awesome. Peter, when you write the first couple of words, why is it blur like that? I've never seen that before. From 1998, Frank Peter Mishnick. From 1998, and Thomas is still experimenting here. Even geniuses need a bit of a start. Wink. It's one of the most beautiful songs. Floor is a mix of her two predecessors and more. She's amazing. The first album and the first songs with her were not created until 2015. When asked how she fitted into the band, Thomas replied, she came home. Oh, that's awesome. Rash Avarak. He is a public subscriber. Again, guys, you guys know I don't like to be one of those channels where I'm like, hey man, smash the like button, subscribe. But when you take a second and burn half a calorie and click subscribe, it really helps. Okay, it really does. Okay. Interesting choice for a first reaction to Floor. It's actually very refreshing. It's actually very refreshing. What was I saying about we don't speak English as well over here as in Europe? It's actually very refreshing to not hear what he's referring to, GLS, I think, is Ghost Love Scorn again. Probably the best for guitar would be the tribute to Pink Floyd's High Hopes or Shudder Before the Beautiful for Nightwish Original. Thank you so much, Rash. Appreciate it. Kim Cruz. Nope, no wink at me neither, and it made it 48 years now. So I think so far there's 5 of us in the world that don't have tattoos, adults. Soda Yoda, if you want to see a guitar shredding, you got to see Romanticide. Okay. And I checked Romanticide out. It was great. Did a quick little guitar bit on it. Jason Marshall, my man. I like Jason. Jason comments on all the videos. It's great. Nightwish Sahara would be a great reaction. You'll get to see the British member Troy playing the guitar as well and using a cool device called an EBow. Yes, I'm very familiar with the EBow. Makes those vibrations on the strings. Cool. We will definitely be checking that out. Clive Matthews. I've read some of Clive's comments before. Some of Clive's comments before. I'm not setting a good example for Canadian English here, am I, folks? Okay. Floor Jansen works out by looking after the horse. Oh, yes, because in this video I commented, Floor has a great structure and a great physical presence. I said she'd make a great bodybuilder. She's got the structure for it. Or, you know, when people compete in those strong men, strong women competitions, she's got like just a great physical structure. Floor Jansen works out by looking after horses and various animals on her land in Sweden with her husband, Han Van Dahl. He is the drummer of Sabaton. Sabaton I have heard and have heard of in the past. And her daughter. Try Romanticide at Wacken. Yep. The whole concert is a definitive moment for Nightwish as Floor performs 14 songs written for previous 2 singers in front of 82,000, having been with the band only 10 months, and totally nails them all. She adds a bit more rock to the Tarja songs and sings the Annette song so much better as she sings the parts that Annette couldn't and had relied on backing tapes. By the way, there was a version of Annette's song Amaranth and one of Tarja's songs Nemo at this concert for comparison. Very interesting. I'm going to make a note of that. Okay. Sanakt. LOL. If it's any comfort, I'm an adult rock musician and I don't have any tattoos. So now we're up to 6 people. So now we know that there's 6 adults in the world that do not have tattoos. Hub Donkerstieg. I can recommend the following songs for each different singer at Nightwish. Number 1 with Tarja on vocals, Walking in the Air from Wishes to Eternity. 2 with Marco, High Hopes, End of an Era. 3 with Annette, The Crow, The Owl, and the Dove, fan-made video. 4 with Floor, Shudder Before the Beautiful, live at Wembley Arena 2015. They are all fantastic yet very different from each other. Hope you enjoy them. Thank you, Hoob. Mark Bucheister. Don't know if Floor really trained her arms, but her legs and neck are trained themselves by riding her horses. I ride a horse from age 16 to 25 and can really good headbanging on this time, but I know it's over. Yeah. I'm going to tell you guys, last summer, I got the vid. I got very sick, as many of us have. But after, I had a going away present for it called BPPV. It was a really bad form of vertigo, which I didn't really know anything about. And after I learned about it and got the treatments for it, I'm going to be very careful with my headbanging. But you younger kids, enjoy it. Okay? I'm headbanging in spirit now. Duncan Wire, Norfolk reports for duty. Love this one. Now, are we talking about Norfolk, England, or Norfolk, Virginia, Duncan? Let me know. Vogel, don't get old, kids. Now there's some solid advice. Like I just... Romanticide with Floor. Romanticide with Annette. Okay, that would be interesting to check out. Romanticide with Tarja. That's interesting. Maybe I should do like a back-to-back comparison. Huh. Thank you, Vogel. Appreciate it. Ion, Romanticide 2013 for more guitar and vocal. Yeah, it's a great one. Thank you, Ion. Jaska, you too. My man, Jaska. For the song choice, I can deadlift 200 kilograms once a day, 5 days a week. Yeah, can I move with the same hands of tens of tons on that same time period? Sustainability is the key on everyday life, whether it's a cause on vocalization, weight carrying, mind provoking, your partner's skin trembling, etc., etc. Great post. Really appreciate it, Jaska. Jerry Gamer Dinger. Tarja walking in the air. Annette drew a blank. Floor anything. If military tried 10th man down, Buenos Aires. Okay, Jerry. Noted. Skis Smith. Now, Skis is another public subscriber. Skis is showing the world, hey, this weird guy that can't speak very well from Canada, I'm subscribed to his channel. Thanks, Skis. Floor is a Dutch army knife of vocals. She sings everything from growling to opera. She has a powerful, pitch-perfect voice. If you want to experience some guitar riffs and finger tapping, then you want... Okay, so again, it's another Romanticide reference. Yep. You also get to hear the heavier side of Floor with backing vocals by the bass player Marco. P.S. I'm 80. Spent 20 years in the Navy and also have no tattoos. That's amazing. That he's 80. You know, the no tattoo thing. So what are we up to now? We have 7 adults in the world that have no tattoos. Dick 8829. Floor opens for Metallica on the 29th of April in the Netherlands. P.S. No tats. Cool. Laudato si ad astra. I think you should react to Nightwish performing Ghost Love Score back in 2013. I did, and it was great. I wasn't completely... Someone had posted something that it was really popular or something, but I didn't realize to the extent. So it was like, the day I posted my reaction, there was like 15 other channels did too. Guys, that was coincidence on my end. I did not. So I might actually start moving in the other direction and start reacting to songs that aren't the typical ones that most reactors do. And guys, come on. Not only am I Canadian, I can't speak English very well. I'm not just a typical reactor. I'm a guitar player, teacher, and professional musician of 30 years. So sometimes people, they just like my different take on things, right? Laudato si ad... Okay. Nightwish, Ghost Love Score, of course. So amazing. It was an amazing performance. It gave me chills, especially that last note went right down my spine. This one, Sleeping Sun, is a ballad by Nightwish. You will be surprised by the different sounds. Floor will no doubt blow your socks off in the heavier songs, but there was pure beauty. Enjoy your journey. Thank you, Laudato. I am enjoying it. There's much to learn. And also, just so you guys know, on my Patreon, I got 2 Patreons. I have a guitar community for the guitar players. I have a reaction community for the people that like my reactions and just want to talk about the performances and music. So I'm going to be doing some extras with Floor, reactions and discussions on my Patreon there too. Frank Maris, you have not seen anything yet from Floor. I know, she's amazing. Kelsey H. Kelsey plays the guitar. Kelsey's commented before. If you hit the fence post on the ground yourself on your paddock and are 6'1" tall, you'll also have a lot of muscles to offer. Okay. Gene. I think Floor is the only member in the band with tattoos. She had them done post-2013. Although she has been in metal since the age of 16, she only decided to do tattoos later in her career. Her tattoos have great significance to her, arguably the best rock female singer of all time. The only other one that comes close is the great Ann Wilson. Love Heart. Got all their old CDs. Dreamboat Annie. Oh, man. And as a bonus, she is a wonderful, humble human being, my personal opinion. I have subscribed to Floor's channel, and I'm going to be doing reactions and discussions to a lot of her stuff. On YouTube and on Patreon. Okay? Maybe someday we'll have her on the channel for an interview. But what I need for that is for you guys to get behind me with it, right? I'd actually like to have one of my Patreons interview when I have Nightwish band members. I like them to interview the band with me. I've had some fairly big names in metal and on my channel so far. So as the channel grows, we'll see what happens. And Kai had a tattoo on his shoulder arm. Okay, that's okay. 05, okay, I can't, Smog the Golden. 05, Smog the Golden. If you want to compare the singers, you should choose a newer song that was written for her. This is an old song written for the 1999 solar eclipse in Europe. Oh, cool. When Tari was a singer. The Floor albums are endless forms, most beautiful, and human nature. And a new one is promised to come soon. I recommended Shudder before the Beautiful from the Wembley Arena, the opener of the show. Repa. Nightwish German record label asked Tuomas, the keyboardist singer, to write a song. Radio-friendly, 3 minutes tops for the Eclipse of the Sun. He was not very enthusiastic about it, but he wrote the song Sleeping Sun. 4 minutes. A Tarja song, but Floor likes to sing it too, even though it does not show her versatility. Doesn't hurt to have a slow ballad on the set list. Most heavy bands have. You know, doing a set list, even when you're a heavier band, it's all about timing, right? When you have heavy songs and everyone's in the crowd headbanging and doing the mosh pit thing, that's great, but when you do a slower song, it gives everyone a chance to breathe and catch their breath again, right? Anyway, JWS, Romanticide, if you want to see the Guitarist MP play a solo, and High Hopes, a tribute to Pink Floyd. Greetings from the Netherlands. Greetings from Canada, JWS, thank you. Herma van Keulen, besides Nightwish, but don't forget Nightwish, there's so much more. When you want more guitar, Floor Jansen has a side project Northward. Okay, we will definitely look into that. My good friend is Zbigniew Bludrogrovsky. I can't pronounce your name. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. If there's a way you can show me how to pronounce it, I would really appreciate it. Floor joined Nightwish in 2012 Tattooless. A few years later, she had a small Omega tattoo on her wrist as a tribute to her previous band, Revamp. Then she met the drummer from Sabaton. She had more tattoos. They look good on her. Yeah. For me, no problem, as long as they are not on your neck or face. I don't have a problem with tattoos. Yeah, you know, people are adults. They can decide what they want to do. I don't know why. I just never got any. And it's kind of funny too, like playing in harder bands, no tattoos and then no hair. But maybe it's my unique and weird sense of humor and set of social skills. I don't know. Zdeněk Jolizol. Even though Floor is not a bodybuilder, she actually works out a lot. Her theory, and apparently she's right in it, is that if she wants to do singing 100%, her whole body needs to support her. In the past, there were some videos of her working out and commenting it. But I'm glad she is not a bodybuilder, but singer because of what she... Yeah, of course. Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you. I concur. HCH944. My good man, Mr. Gabe Bardak, and we know Gabe knows his Nightwish. Okay, here's how you reacted to a song performed by Floor, the third and current female singer of the band. You correctly noticed her qualities vocally and as a charismatic presence. My only negative observation is that you chose a very easy song for Floor. Gabe's right. I didn't know. I'm new to this whole thing, so I picked a video that seemed to be good quality, good production. But yeah, he's right. Where her exceptional vocal qualities do not stand out much. Yeah, she sang it amazingly, but he's right. Ghost River, Romanticide, or Everdream performed live at the Wacken 2013 concert, or Devil and the Deep Dark Ocean performed live in Buenos Aires 2018 concert would be more appropriate in this regard. For Empu, I would recommend Romanticide, which we checked out, High Hopes, and End of an Era concert in Helsinki, or Walking in the Air from the Wishes to Eternity concert 2000, Tampere, Finland. Regarding tattoos, I personally don't have one yet because there are more important issues to solve in my life, but I would really like one, which would have a meaning for me. I recognize the aesthetic value of a tasteful tattoo, and Floors fall into this category. Yeah, that's cool, Gabe, for sure. Appreciate your post. Mark Clements, maybe a Nightwish tattoo would be appropriate. They're laughing here. My good friend, Mr. Richard Phillips, okay? He's from Arizona, but he went to the Warfield in San Francisco, which is cool because I want to go to San Francisco. I love Bay Area thrash bands like Exodus, Testament, Violent. Metallica were kind of a Bay Area thrash band. They weren't from the Bay Area, but they relocated there when the scene was taking off. But I'd love to go to the Bay Area sometime and hang out and check it out. So Richard's actually talking to Gabe, so I'm going to let those guys have their conversation between the two of them. JW as well. We got Gabe there again. Megadog, sup Gabe. Cornelius Antonius. Greetings from the Netherlands. This was obviously a ballad. About the tattoos, Floor took them after hooking up with her husband. He is a drummer for, yes, Sabaton. I think one represents Floor's love for nature and the other is an owl. I think it stands for Floor as she gained more wisdom in life. Cool. ZZ Thomas. Z. He likes the letter Z. It's my first with Nightwish. Very cool. And again, he says, Sleeping Sun, it's my first with Tarja. It's by Clip. Okay. All right. Chris Thompson. I know Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson used to be a guitar student of mine. He has a band that are kind of symphonic metal. They're from Canada. They're starting to do really well. They're called Sovereign Council. I did a reaction to their video. I think a lot of Nightwish fans might really like them, actually. But I don't think this is the same Chris Thompson. He says, oh, heavy stuff, growls, not a problem. Storytime, my fave. Surprised Gabriel Bardock not showed up yet. Gabe showed up. Cool. Well, she does Jim. If you want guitar solo, try the version of Pink Floyd. Yes. Robert F., you've just witnessed one of the most talented and versatile vocalists of our generation. Don't believe me? Keep on the floor, Nightwish journey. You will not be disappointed. I agree. So does Craig Bolton. I'm with Craig. Give it to Gib Jib. If you want good guitar solo, maybe Nightwish version, so he mentions Pink Floyd again. I'm sorry, I have to edit this comment. If you really want a good guitar solo, I listen to Marco Hightail's band Tarot and their song Tides live. Okay. Thank you. Kevin Hollis, Nightwish Army, Wisconsin chapter here. Empu is one of the best guitarists in the world. He is different than the rest. He has zero ego and knows exactly what the song needs and doesn't add more just to impress the fans. Reminds me a lot of Randy Rhoads. Cool. He's a very good guitar player. There's no question. Anaguk, again. Empu is a naughty boy. He also likes to tease Floor. Can't remember when and which concert that performance was, but he deliberately lost her music in her ear pierced or something like that. Oh, wow. She pointed a finger on him while he passed her on stage. Yeah, you want to keep your in-ear monitors in your ears when you're singing, performing, you know. David Lagasse. She is a Valkyrie goddess. Empu Mark's best work is in High Hopes, the Pink Floyd tribute. React to Ghost Love Score. Yes, we did that. Yeah, Gabe did post a list for sure. Do not play Poet or Greatest Show until you are deemed ready. Then do research each song before reacting. You'll look ignorant. Dude, I look ignorant no matter what I do. Come on, man. Like, I just saw a reactor who went out on his own and did Greatest Show in his second reaction. Worst reaction, what a waste. Gabriel has given his knowledge to thousands of reactors, and it has proven successful to those reactors willing to follow his advice. Like you so far, but you seem a little out to sea. David, I am out to sea. By the way, Empu is one of the finest guitar players in the world. He's not just flashy and never shreds, although he shows that he can. He comes in and plays exactly what he needs and backs out. There's no ego in this group, and it is clear the more you watch how much they love and respect each other and how much fun they have. There's much more, but you're going to be invaded by the army, and they tell it better than me. Thomas Mozart's. Your reactions will become happier to you. Dude, there's no hope for me, man. I'll always be out to sea. I am a different cat. Being a long-time guitar instructor, professional musician, having played on stage, it's not just I'm trying to look at all different things. That's why I like doing the live stuff. I like seeing how the band reacts, and the performances, the dynamics, the production. I try to notice everything I can. Stephen Webb. Floor is still very much the lead singer of Nightwish, but she also has a side project and soloist opening for Metallica in Amsterdam tomorrow. That was 3 weeks ago. I'm a little late to this barbecue, guys, but again, a lot of people commented on this video, and I want to acknowledge everyone. Okay, so Stephen and David Bentley get into a conversation. Nick R. Jansen, in fact, this was Masters of Rock, July 2015, not 2016, and is my favorite performance. Not by a great margin. Tampere, 2015, excellent. Many others, of course. The best is the one you're present at. If they come to Canada, I'd love to go see them. Floor has quite a few tattoos. Like you, I don't understand why people do that. Wait a second. About the tattoo thing. I never said that I don't understand why people don't do that. I don't have a problem with tattoos. I was just saying, on her, they look fantastic. For me, I don't have any. I was just wondering if other people don't have tattoos because it seems like everyone has them now. That's all. I don't have a problem with that at all. But in Flora's case, she's explained a few, like the dog and the wolf behind her ears. On her right arm, she has a Nightwish owl. In the 2013 concert at Vakken, she has none. Flora at 6 feet is well built, but she is a wonderful, gentle person. She's probably the best singer I know outside of classical music. I suggest you try the second singer, bassist Marco Haitala. He is an awesome singer. Try High Hopes from Hartwell Arena 2095. You'll get not only Marco the singer, but lots of Ampu playing a Gilmore, okay, the Pink Floyd one, tribute. Nightwish Army UK Eastern Division signing out. Okay, well, thank you so much. Nick, I appreciate it. My good man, Mr. Bill Addercliffe. Okay, he's a fellow Canuck. Loves Unleash the Archers. I appreciate you, Bill, and I appreciate your comments. This is a simple song by Nightwish standards, and the band was just on cruise control, especially Floor. Romanticide again. Yeah, we did cover that one. This is a few weeks old, but Floor is capable of singing from death growls to opera and everything in between. In fact, one song from her old band Revamp, she flips between a death growl and an operatic head voice in the span of a single note. Ampu always serves the song, never his ego. Also pay attention to their multi-instrumentalist, Troy Donackley, as among other things. Who do you think would be the best well-spoken member of Nightwish to do an interview with? Would it be Troy? Would it be Tuomas? He plays both the guitar and the Irish bouzouki. When he gets out the guitar, he often uses an ebow. Marco, the bassist, is an also accomplished guitar player, having been trained as a classical guitarist. In some songs, The Islander, for example, he's playing the guitar while Ampu is off stage. And yeah, Floor works out. It shows. You're not the first reactor to notice. She is a physical presence. Nico D. FYI, she was big into lifting in the past before her daughter was born, but the song shows nothing compared to... Yes. So it's kind of the same thing. This song is just... It's still an amazing song, though. It was still amazing watching her sing. So Nico, he posts a number of ones that he recommends, and I appreciate that a lot. I'm going to check out Gabe's list again, and got to figure out where I'm going for this week for my reaction videos, as well as my Patreon content. For all the Nightwish fans that are over on my Patreon, we're going to do part 2 of Learn the Setlist in 40 Hours, and probably going to throw in another surprise there this week too. M. Velas, Floor, 6'1" Dutch Wonder Woman, has been a permanent member of the band. Okay, Nightwish is a very deep rabbit hole. Every song is different with unexpected twists and turns. Virtual musicians, yes, they are. He's never heard a bad song from them. He recommends a whole bunch of songs. Thank you so much, M. Velas. Jude Dornish, you need to get the other singer Marco. I suggest for him and the more guitar you check out High Hopes and their Floyd tribute. I shall do that. And Stephen Webb checks that out. Agrees with that, sorry. Sorry guys, the bright lights, I'm starting to go, ooh. Bujin, 1977. I love this song, one of my favorites. Not sure it's the one I'd have been recommended to watch for the introduction to Floor Jansen with Nightwish though. I agree, but I didn't know. I just, shooting from the hip, so to speak, when I'm not out to sea. I'll leave it to the other far more experienced fans to provide the suggestions. Zeg Zaguso, you want more from Ampu? More from the other singer? High Hopes, tribute Pink Floyd. Absolutely. Thank you, Zeg. High Hopes. Okay, random again. Sleepwalk. Now, Sleepwalk, I do feel that some nights I do that. I have the weirdest dreams, man. Sometimes my dreams are so weird when I wake up, I'm just like, dude, I gotta talk to my brain. Like, where do you come up with this stuff? It's just crazy. Sleepwalk has publicly subscribed to me. Thanks again. I really appreciate it when you guys take a second and click subscribe. I did a video a couple of weeks ago about being a YouTuber, small to medium-sized YouTuber, and what it's like and how it works, even the money and the financials. And we don't make the money that people think we make, especially when you're doing reaction videos and stuff like that. So when you guys just click subscribe. It really helps. It really helps a lot, man. Sleepwalk says, for now, for no Empu skills better than you can pick songs like Romanticide, which we did, or Shudder Before the Beautiful Wembley, or for a crazy technical song from the whole band maybe, Devil and the Deep Dark Ocean from Buenos Aires. So, you know, because this is going to be a long-term thing for me and Nightwish here, one of the things I struggle with is, do I go back and do more of the beginning stuff and kind of do a bit more Tarja and Net and then back to Floor? Got to figure that out. So guys, this is my first reaction that I did with Floor. This was a few weeks ago I did this. Again, since I posted, there's been a lot of comments. And I just wanted to thank you guys for taking the time to watch, comment, and subscribe, and joining me on this journey. So those were the comments. That's me reading your comments to my Sleeping Sun reaction video. Again, guys, thank you so much. Hit subscribe, and I appreciate you guys commenting on the video. If you can, check out my Patreon reaction community. I'm going to be doing some extra stuff like my reactions and discussions to Learn the Set List in 48 Hours. All the support means the world to me. It helps a small channel like this keep going. Remember, guys, practice hard, practice smart, no excuses, and we'll see you soon.